buy that for $1.
Oh, yeah. See, we plan ahead. That way we don't do anything right now. Earl, explain it to me.
Now, say my name.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to Deadwire Live, 9 o'clock on Saturday night, especially if you're on Heathen Time, otherwise known as California Pacific Coast Time. I am joined, as always, by Chad and Kevin. We got a fun little show going on, but before we get to our headlines, got a fun special announcement for everybody. We've been monetized. So we're still working out
Hell
our...
yeah.
We're still working out how we're going to do memberships. And that being said, if you do care to do any super chats, that is turned on. We will figure out how that works as we go along. But thank you everybody who has helped us along the way. You've liked us, you've subscribed to our channel, you've watched a lot of our content. So super grateful for everybody for helping us get to this point. Thank you, and hopefully we can keep you along and keep this shit train rolling. Beep beep. And Kevin, let's kick this shit off.
All right. Well, that having been said, our top story for the night is Heidi Klum shows massive side boob at the Emmy Awards.
Heidi. Yep.
Also in the news, we lost an eagle this week. We always do the obits first. JD Souther.
I did not catch that before.
Yeah. JD Souther passed away at 78 this week.
Damn.
I'm sorry for y'all.
Eagles are fine. I kind of grew up with them with my dad always driving around playing like Eagles and a bunch of other bands. So
they've got like 3 songs you could tap your foot to. The rest you're just kind of like, all right.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I heard each of those 3 songs like millions of times. And probably by 8-track or cassette tape.
My mom was a big Eagles fan and played a shit ton of them when I was working in classic rock radio.
Nice.
When I was growing up, anytime we'd take a road trip from Hollister up here to Oregon, which is about 8 hours each way, my dad would always have to stop and replace his tapes and then CDs of Jim Croce and the Eagles' greatest hits. So I hate both of those like very, very fucking much. I'd rather jump out of a moving fucking vehicle than hear Desperado or Time in a Bottle ever again. So yeah. But just to show up,
you're with the dude then.
Yeah, like when I saw The Big Lebowski, I like stood up and like I knew what I wanted to be. I'm like, I want to be that fucking guy. And everyone's like, but you have college scholarships. I don't care. I want to be like that fucking guy.
The dude.
But just to show I'm not a complete piece of shit, here's a picture of Mr. Souther with Frank and John Fugelsang. So, you know.
Yep. Rest in peace, good sir.
Well-respected people well-respected him.
Absolutely.
So.
It's always sad when we lose like another entertainer or actor or anybody like that. So.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. But speaking of second banana heaven, Tito Jackson also passed away this week.
Not Tito.
Tito be joining Michael, and I don't have a joke for that.
No, yeah.
All kidding aside, like Tito was really cool. His family really adored him, and it sucks seeing another one of the Jackson 5 go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, rest in peace, good sir, to you too.
And let's see here. Oh, slippery slope. This motherfucker's on.
Just watch out for the baby oil, everybody.
Literally.
Diddy got himself caught this week. Did he get caught or turn himself in? I think he got
arrested in the lobby of a hotel.
Yeah, no, they nailed him.
He came back to the country and got caught in a hotel.
Nobody ever said the guy was smart.
I don't know, like, and I thought it was a joke that authorities caught or found like over 1,000 bottles of personal lubricant in his home. And I'm like, okay, whatever. And then I see a picture of it this morning on the news. I'm like, ew, baby,
like
look.
785 dildos, or however many it was. It was over 700.
Wow. I see. I didn't know about those. There is a point where like being a baller gets to be too much. Like it's too baller for me. I don't need all that.
Apparently
shit.
he wasn't balling enough.
I don't know, but we'll find out the rest of his story next week on When Keeping It Real Goes Wrong.
Yeah. Throw down with the hoedown. Pimpin' ain't easy? I don't know.
In better news, Oscar nominees. It looks like studios are positioning both Tilda Swinton and Julianne Moore. I almost said it wrong again. Julianne Moore for the lead actress position, best Oscar in a lead actress position.
Cool.
And they had me at Tilda and Julianne Moore in the same sentence as the word position.
You know, we just went from like Diddy to like this, and all I can think of when I was reading this while you were talking was we'll be both propositioned for the lead actress. And that is way wrong.
I don't even know what fucking movie this is, but they're both like supposed to be best supporting actor, and I'm like, that's not how that works.
I actually don't know this movie either, and I don't remember this being covered on like some of the channels I watched, like say Film Threat, but I'm gonna have to go back and see if they did do a video review or if it's just on their website.
Well, at first I got excited because I thought it just said The Room. Like, shit, they remade The Room, huh?
The Room Next Doors.
Yeah, and that sounds like a completely...
Is that the sequel?
Yeah, is it a sequel? Is it a dirty sequel? Is it a dirtier sequel? I'm not sure where that could really go.
It's a reboot.
Somebody else's belly button gets fucked hard. I don't know.
I mean, I'm sure they, Julianne Moore and Tilda are both fantastic actresses. So clearly, if they are getting nominated, they fucking earned it. So
sure,
I have no problem with that, like at all. I just don't know this movie, and maybe we'll reach out to Robert. Hey, Crooked Table, talking to you. You seen this one?
This is one of those types of movies where I would see it just because they're in it together. And I'd be like, yeah, okay, that'd be worth a watch. Oh God, what was that movie that I liked that nobody else did with John Cusack?
High Fidelity?
No.
1408?
Runaway Juror.
Oh,
like there was a brief moment where Dustin Hoffman and Gene Hackman have a scene together, and you're like, that's worth my $20. Yay!
Wow, you spent $20 on that.
Yeah, I think so.
Cheap date?
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with being a cheap date.
Hell no.
In this economy?
Cheap dates are the best dates.
All it cost me was a movie and a case of beer, and I'm like, fuck, I'm gonna get me in bed. Yeah.
Yeah. Now that's a baller game there, everybody.
Speaking of baller.
Did I knew that?
I didn't even want to show this picture out of disrespect, but out of respect for what an actor he actually is, I did put the comparisons in there. Like, I'm kind of excited to see this because he's in that. Like, there was nobody else I really cared to see. Like, Jude Law? No, don't care.
No.
Like, that's like more than likely going to make me not want to see it.
Right.
But
hey, Stefan and Stephen Urkel.
Michael being in it, I'm like, yeah, that's cool. I'll watch that. He looks like Cyborg.
Yeah, he does kind of, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He'd be all right. Yeah.
A little too old to play Vic now, but that's okay.
Oh.
Well, and considering this is more of a kid-oriented show, like...
sure.
I can see how this is going to work out a little bit. Now, is he supposed to be playing like a pirate? I've only kind of heard about this week, and with other shows happening, I just kind of lost track of like what it was.
Yes, I think he is part of a pirate crew.
All right. Space
Pirates. The pieces on the side of his head remind me of Lobot from Empire.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks
And
like a
at
cross
first I was
between-
thinking like, wow, this is a Wish.com version of Universal Soldier, is it?
or a Kimu version of a Borg.
Oh, boom. There you go.
He is Steve Cutis.
I think he will be just fine in this show. I don't know if I'm gonna watch this one or not myself, but it's got Jude Law in it, and I like him. I mean, we'll see. I'd at least be willing to give this a crack over something, say like Agatha. But
I don't know. See, like Agatha makes sense to me. Like a bunch of kids getting over on pirates and shit. That didn't make sense to me in the 80s, and it's probably not going to make sense to me now.
what? You're not a Goonies fan, Kevin?
No, never was.
Debunked.
Never was. Like, I respect the movie. I could comfortably watch it, but like it was never my jam. Like the Goonies did not define my generation at all.
I liked it as a kid, not a fan as an adult.
See, I liked it as a kid. I still enjoy it now.
I mean, I got it in a Blu-ray triple pack with the other two Gremlins movies. That's how I was able to get the two Gremlins movies. So it's like, well, it's in the collection anyway. So if I ever get nostalgic for it, I'll probably put it on.
We'll see.
We'll see.
No, it is something I could comfortably watch, but I don't go out of my way to see it. Like I really like Corey in it. He's probably my favorite part in it. He and Ki
Hugh Kwan, yeah.
Oh yeah.
And he was great.
Yeah, maybe them, just them. Sloth.
Yeah.
Late great John Matuzak.
Yes.
Yeah. What, you don't want to see Josh Brolin rolling up in there like a badass
with his doing his curls,
Infinity Gauntlet and the cable jacket? You know, hey, you could make something work here.
Chapstick and baby wipes.
He could have been our goddamn Hal Jordan, motherfucker.
He backed out. He didn't want to do it.
Yeah,
you know what?
Didn't want to do it.
That tells me the project wasn't good.
I think it might have been more scheduling. He probably didn't want to commit to something like that because that was going to be a TV show with appearances in movies. They probably wanted to loop him into a contract he didn't want to do for scheduling.
Bummer.
I mean, it probably wasn't going to pay enough for the kind of schedule that they'd want. That's
that too. And he suns his taint. So like he has priorities. Like,
well, and he probably just wants to do Dune 3 and call it a day. So,
and then go sun his taint.
Yeah. Pucker up. Well, on this Saturday night's main event.
Yeah. I put this on just because, like, I used to love this show growing up as a kid. Like, this and Glow made my Saturday for me. Like,
yeah.
So to see this come back, and I know it's not going to be the same thing. You're not going to have Gorilla Monsoon. You're not going to have Bobby Heenan. Yeah.
Or Jesse. Yeah. Well, Jesse's back with the company, kind of, I thought. But
oh, is he?
I thought I saw something about that recently. I could be wrong.
Is there anything Triple H cannot do?
Long-term storytelling? And book more than 4 stories at a crack?
Oh, come on now. He just
he's the game. Don't hate the player, hate the game.
Fuck you.
Thank you, Booker T.
I'm pretty excited for that one to come back. That tells me that they're still going to have a commitment to regular ass TV as well as all their pay-per-views now probably going to be on Netflix.
Well, this is going to be special events. I don't think this is a standard TV show that's going to be every Saturday night.
Oh, so this will be their things on Peacock.
Correct.
Gotcha. Okay.
So it'll be on, it'll be a simulcast. It's going to be on Peacock and NBC. So they're going to make these special. Again, this is not a recurring series on NBC. That's just not how they're going to do that. So
I'm okay with that. Like, honestly, I am.
Well, my big thing is they need to bring like big matches to that. They can't just do throwaway matches because the last couple Saturday nights main events that they did in the last few years or however many years ago, I mean, they haven't done one in a while. And the last couple that they did do were just kind of ho-hum cards because Vince was booking them. I think Triple H understands the value of this and how important it is to bring it back and actually be something people want to see. So they're going to put out some big matches. I hope. I'd have The Rock wrestle on the first one, to be honest with you.
Oh, sure.
And
Sure.
prove, like, hey, we mean fucking business here.
I'd
One of John Cena's last matches, because he's retiring at end of next year. So,
yeah, this is going to be his last Mania, isn't it?
yes, next year's Mania is the last one.
Yeah.
I want him to go heel, but that ain't happening.
No, that fucked up Hulk Hogan. And I know that, everyone said, oh, he got bigger after that. No, he didn't. He just got a new demographic on another channel.
Dun, 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 dun. Hollywood Hogan, everybody.
Anyway, speaking of Netflix, here's a look at their Tomb Raider Lara Croft poster coming up next month in about 3
looks
weeks.
like Korra, the Last Airbender show.
It does
Yeah.
kind of, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Now, I want to be more excited than I am, but like I want to say the last Tomb Raider thing I saw was with Angelina Jolie, and I didn't like that either. So
Yeah.
I don't
The
know.
only
Hopefully
thing
the anime will
those-
be better.
The only thing the Angelina Jolie movies had going for them was they had Chris Berry from Red Dwarf as her butler.
That's right.
He was good, and Angelina Jolie at least looked the part.
Yeah.
Yes, she did. She did. Breasts were a little too round. I prefer them more pointed and
Pixelated.
yeah, polygonial. But it worked out fine.
Curvature aspects were not quite correct, according to Kevin. They needed to be size G or cup size G or something. Good God.
Good God. Small head. It's got to be bigger than my small head. If my hat could fit on that, then anyway.
Put it back in your pants, Kevin.
More or less skipping ahead to one of the conversations. You and I got into a fun argument about this the other night. When they did the red carpet premiere for Agatha this week, a couple of reporters asked the ladies how gay this was. And Aubrey Plaza was just like completely taken off guard by the question. And she's like, yeah, man, it's like super gay. Like there's going to be a big gay explosion by the end. That's the only reason why I got into this movie or got into this show. And it's like everyone else just kind of went along with that. And I've seen that hurting or people trying to hurt the show with that online. The first day it came out, like there was really great reviews for it. There were mediocre reviews for it. And then there were really shitty reviews for it. And so far, I think it's the mediocre right in the middle that's kind of right. And it's not so gay that someone's going to explode by the end, although I'm really hoping Joe Locke does like literally explode and save the day.
Giggity.
But it's so fucking entertaining once you reach the end of the first episode. Like it's really hard not to watch. It's fucking funny as hell. And someone else made the joke that everyone thought it was boring until you see her bare ass 4 minutes in. It's more like 44 minutes in. But yes, you do see her bare ass. And it was apparently Catherine Hahn's idea to moon the camera and everyone else. So without giving too many spoilers away, yes, this is going to be Marvel Studios' first bare ass, and it really is Catherine Hahn. So if that's your thing, definitely check out the end of episode 1.
Literally.
Yeah. Now, my actual review on that is the low end of the reviews said that it was really boring. The first half hour is, unless you really like WandaVision, the first half hour is really kind of pointless. They could have made that a one-shot prologue at comic book to show basically what's been happening with Agatha since the end of WandaVision. It's like an extra episode of WandaVision where you're watching another TV show and Agatha is the main character of the show, or thinks she is. But once she breaks that spell and she's back in the MCU, like she is just a total bitch to everybody. Like anyone that shows her kindness, she's like instantly a cunt to. Like, just a total bitch. And she's wonderful at it. And then each of the characters kind of own their own little position. You're just kind of like, you know what? I don't dislike this. This isn't as bad as everyone's saying. Now, is this going to be as good as the people that have seen the 3rd and 4th episodes? That I don't know. But the 2nd episode was a lot of fun.
I was bored by both of them.
Were you bored by
Episode
both?
1, I was bored with both. To the point where I'm kind of like in the first episode, I'm kind of zoning out. Then I'm watching Agatha write, and I realize, oh wait, Catherine Hahn's left-handed. And okay, I'm left-handed, so I notice these things, but I should not be more interested in the fact that, oh wait, she writes with the same hand I do, than I should be by the story.
Ooh.
And in the 2nd episode, the mystery surrounding Teen, like how you can't hear his name, or when he starts talking about himself, all the sound goes out. Okay, that's interesting, but I'm afraid they're going to drag that on too long.
Oh, yes.
And then gathering the coven, it was, I don't know, it was more miss than hit for me. I'm hoping episode 3 is a little bit more. I mean, now that they are on the Witch's Road,
Mhm.
I just want to see where it goes from there, because I'm going to be honest, I had to force myself through both of those episodes.
The first episode for me was hard to. It was a slog to get through until she broke the spell. For whatever reason, I didn't mind the 2nd as much. I liked seeing her look for the coven. The bits and pieces with Aubrey Plaza was a bit drawn out, I thought.
Yeah.
Like, they're gonna draw that out too far, and they're gonna draw Teen out too far.
Mm-hmm.
When it's pretty evident that Aubrey Plaza is Blackheart, who's the son of Mephisto, and that Teen is probably going to be one of the twins,
Yeah.
one of Wanda's kids.
They're thinking it's Billy, who reincarnates and becomes known as a character known as Wiccan.
Yeah.
It's from Young Avengers.
And so they're doing the Kill Bill thing, like, what's your name? Beep. Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And like everyone could hear it except for Agatha, but because she can't hear it, she's like, "Oh, well, that's interesting to me. You're my pet now. Come on." And she treats him like that. It's pretty.
She totally does.
Yeah, she treats him like shit. And but like he idolizes her in a way, so he's kind of like, "Oh, I'm so down to help. That's awesome."
And I don't know why, but for whatever reason, I keep expecting her to break out into a British accent at any second.
Because she's from the old world, man.
Maybe that's it. Like, but then I was thinking to myself,
Tay over 600, everybody.
I was thinking maybe the actress herself is British. Nope, she's American.
Yep. Her losing her shit butt naked in the street, though.
Okay, that was funny. That was funny.
I've been just wandering around naked for 3 years. Well, we'd bring you food. Someday we'd check on you. It had its charms and moments. Now, long term, I think this is going to go the same way that say Acolyte did. So next episode, now that shit's getting going, get ready. We're probably in the realm for a flashback scene.
Oh God, no.
Oh no, they legitimately replicate that. Now, I've heard from some other streams like about episode 4. It's just still basically relatively boring. Not much really is happening. They're just going down the road. That there is a musical number happening. I admittedly have not seen this show, so I'm not going to really like voice an opinion either way around it. Just letting everybody know like things that I've heard. But these are not my opinions because I'm not watching the show, and I'm probably not gonna watch the show. But from what I'm hearing, like it kind of keeps his pace up for another couple of episodes at the minimum. So
Mhm.
hopefully it turns around and you guys can get some enjoyment out of it. Sounds like you are enjoying it. Hey, that's totally cool by me. So
If there's a musical episode, I know I'll be skipping that one. I hate musicals.
Aw.
I skipped the musical episode of Strange New Worlds.
I can't with that show. I try all new Trek I've tried doesn't work for me.
I like musicals, I ain't gonna lie. Like that episode of The Flash where they're like, everything's better with music. I'm like, shit, yeah, it is.
Can you see them actually doing that with this show? I honestly don't know
No.
because you guys are watching it, but I don't. Okay.
I don't think so.
I hope not.
Like they sang the bit at the beginning in episode 2.
Yeah.
Which was fine. Like it's really pretty. But I don't think they need to do that again. Like once in WandaVision was more than enough. Like
Okay.
that was a hit. Like everybody liked it because they only did it once and it was a good enough song. This wasn't a good enough song for them to do it again a second time.
Oh, gotcha.
So I don't know. They might. Like my only other critique is if Aubrey's supposed to be Blackheart, golly, I really want to see Blackheart. Like,
There, from what I've heard, the Mephisto's the big reveal at the end of this.
which is fine. That's what it should have been the entire time, not Kang.
Yeah.
But I don't like who you said they've tapped to play Mephisto. Like I think he'll do fine. Just don't give him a fucking accent or a mustache.
That's more for Ironheart because that's the next show to come, and that's been done just as long as this show has 2 years, and it's next year when that comes out.
Yeah, next fall. Which
Yep.
why the
So that's
fuck
gonna
is
be
Mephisto and
3
Ironheart?
years that Ironheart's been done and waiting to get put on Disney Plus for everybody. 3 fucking years
And no songs.
and no songs. So future is not that bright, but if you guys can get enjoyment out of this show at least.
I'm trying so far. I'm
Yeah.
trying.
I'm gonna give it another episode.
And that's fair. I always say like 3 episodes unless the first episode is completely terrible.
Yeah.
See, I'll finish this just because I loved WandaVision. Like it was the only part of Phase 4 that I truly loved.
I really liked WandaVision, admittedly. So,
and I want to see where this goes because this is going to lead into Vision. And if this turns into a slog burger, then I'm just kind of like, I don't even know if I want to see Vision. But
yeah,
I don't know. I'm really hoping they fix this from Kang.
well, considering that they are actively working on Vision now, and it sounds like Feige and the whole crew of Marvel has decided to course correct, they could turn it around. They are bringing on Terry Metalis, so as the writer for Vision.
Oh.
So it could be good. I don't know enough about the character beyond the movies and WandaVision. So,
well, to his credit, the only other thing outside of WandaVision I liked was Shang-Chi. So, yeah, that was an undeniably damn good movie.
it was fun.
I liked
That's
it.
about all I got about that one.
Had a big ass dragon, dude. I ain't gonna fight you on. That's all it had. If it talked like Sean Connery, it would have deserved an Oscar. God damn.
Oh, I see your base level for ratings.
Going Dragonheart there on us, huh?
Ooh, Batman
That's-
stuff.
That's my echelon. Yes, I'll get us away from the horrible Agatha shit. Batman is going to be the first character to get a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. The first non-actor, actual character. So I
thought
think
Bugs Bunny already had one.
did he?
Yeah, I think this is
Really?
the first comic book character.
Okay.
Oh.
But I'm pretty sure Bugs Bunny and Mickey Mouse already have stars.
Okay, because I was going to say the mouse is going to be really pissed off if that's the
Yeah.
case.
No, because I'm like 99.9% sure that Bugs and Mickey already have stars, and I think Batman is the first comic book character to get a star on the Walk of Fame.
Okay.
Well, I could see Bugs Bunny in my head. Like I see the star.
I actually didn't know that about bugs.
I think. Like I said, I'm 99.9% positive.
I don't know. I really like the fact that Bugs Bunny has one. I don't care about Mickey Mouse so much, but like don't strike me down for sacrilege. Does Batman need a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame?
Not really.
Bugs got a star on Hollywood Walk of Fame, December 10th, 1985.
I
Nice.
knew I remembered that. That was a pretty big deal for me. I've always loved Bugs Bunny.
Mel
The
Blanc.
the first animated character or cartoon character was Mickey Mouse.
Fucking Disney. It's all
Well,
about
it's just another star for some homeless person to puke on or drug addict. So, Kevin, when are you going down there? No, I'm kidding.
What time is it? All right. Enough of that. How about some popcorn fuck it news? The newest popcorn fuck it is Venom. The Last Dance. Oh, I mean, The Last Dance.
Oates, where are you, buddy? This is your popcorn segment.
Now, judging the way that head is positioned and the yell, I'm going to guess that the fucking part is from the other side of the bucket. Not 100% sure, but it just looks like a safety zone to put in your anyway.
Well, yeah, with those teeth there, yeah.
Ah,
Just saying.
I mean, the tongue works for a reach around. That's great, but
Oh my god!
oh my god!
God, I'm horny.
and I'll also have you know that 32-ounce bladder buster is also ribbed for your pleasure.
Maybe we should consult with the real expert. Diddy, if you have 30 seconds to call in and confirm that, hey, the lines are open, dude. We're breaking chat in half.
Quarters. Where's your inhaler? I'm okay. I'm okay. Breathing is over.
Started.
Next line of business. Mr. No Neck, Charlie Hunnam, is going to play gaunt, emaciated Mr. Edward.
Another Ed Gein movie. Or
Yeah.
show? Okay.
Yeah, he's going to be playing Ed Gein in season 3 of Monster next year. Is
that Netflix? Oh.
I don't know. It must be.
Yeah, Ryan Murphy's Make a Monster. Yeah, that's Netflix. They just came out with the Mendez twins story on Netflix.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I got to listen to part of that today. It was not good. Like, they had every chance to save themselves from themselves. One of the brothers complained and whined to his shrink, and then the shrink convinced them to turn themselves in. It's like, why not just kill the shrink and your brother? Like, viva la... Anyway.
In Minecraft.
Yes, in Minecraft. It's been a long time since that trial, almost 40 years. Like, I don't know.
When I was living in San Diego, and I'm like, oh shit, I haven't had to think about that in a long time.
Like, I really was just trying to focus on my Harry Potter game, but no, I got to listen to this again. I was like, and it's set to a Milli Vanilli soundtrack. Like, they dedicate songs to their mom that's Milli Vanilli, and you're just kind of like,
complete with lip syncing.
Mm-hmm. It's not to say it's a bad movie. It's just not a Kev movie. I like Howard the Duck. This is not my thing. But I loved Ed Gein. I loved those movies. Those were great. I loved Texas Chainsaw Massacre. That was fantastic. I love
And Charlie Hunnam's a pretty good actor. He was really good in Sons of Anarchy. So
And in Pacific Rim.
yeah, Sons of Anarchy. I like
I-
Pacific Rim. I'm just fucking around.
I never saw Sons of Anarchy, so I can't say one way or the other.
I like most of those seasons up till the last two, and then I felt like they really turned to shit.
Yeah, they're grim, but they're very Shakespearean.
Yeah. Well, that was done on purpose that way, but
yes,
it's all good.
Yeah,
I still enjoyed watching the show.
So. Sure. But like you said, the last two seasons, you're just kind of like, I'm not having fun anymore. And now they're just fucking trying to see. They're making you tune in by seeing who's going to get killed this week.
Yeah.
So, let's see here. Oh, more monsters. Lionsgate inked a deal with this AI firm to data mine and catalog their movie and TV series, like everything.
Boy, Lionsgate wants to blow all their money this year, don't they?
Mm-hmm.
Blow all their money and not have to hire actors again, and then who knows, maybe get sued by the actors, because I know like there's a lot of bills being passed in California right now to protect actors' likenesses and their voice likenesses from AI.
And then there's that lawsuit against Disney over Peter Cushing's likeness being used in Rogue One.
That's a weird one.
That's bullshit. That needs to get
considering it was
right
a
out.
friend of Cushing's, who's doing the lawsuit.
Yeah, who told him at one point 10 years ago that if they ever did his likeness in a movie, or 15 years prior to this movie coming out, like, to sue.
Yeah.
And all I could think of was like Jack Nicholson and Batman going, "Oh yeah, he signed all of his legal stuff over to me just before he died. Did it with this pen right here." Like,
and he signed it in his own blood.
Yeah.
And Nicole Smith style.
It sounds really fishy, and I don't.
That's a hinky lawsuit, but the like you were saying, Kev, with a lot of those laws here in California being passed to protect actors from having their likenesses basically stolen.
Yes. And that's what it sounds like Lionsgate is trying to do. And Lionsgate has a long-standing tradition of fucking their actors over and making top dollar, no pun intended, on low-paid actors. And now they're going to make even more. So it's like Keanu Reeves, unless he had some great fucking legal action done, what are they going to do with the John Wick work now? You know, so they've got his likeness and whoever the fuck else. So they're going to make it so nobody wants to work for them anymore.
Yeah, but if other studios get on board this train too, it's going to be an even bigger issue.
Then it's going to be the rise of indie studios is what that's going to be.
And that's totally fine by me too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, but all I could think of was these three kids going, if there was only some way, someone, sometime could have warned you that they were assholes, who would have listened?
God, that one guy looks like neurotic.
That's Josh, Michael, and Heather from the Blair Witch Project, who got paid dirt money. The movie made millions of dollars, and they've never seen a residual for it. Not a single once.
I do feel bad for them on that. In that regard.
Isn't one of them growing pot now?
Yes. I think so.
Hey, you'll make more money that way anyway.
Yeah.
Yes, you will, and you'll be happier too.
And you're making an honest living.
That's true.
Just breathe it all in, everybody.
And
there you go, Kevin.
Just about all I had. The last thing I had for everybody, because it was a slow week in news, was side boob. Just to recount our top story.
Right on, weird. And I got a fun couple of things. We also had Penguin show up this week, everybody, and that was a fun debut for me. I'm probably the only one on this panel that watched it. Wait, Chad, did you see that?
I don't have Max.
Oh, that's okay. Super quick, I put up a video on our channel. So if anybody wants to catch a kind of like a 20-minute-ish review, go please check that out. It's a pretty fun show. So if you're into like crime dramas, like say Sopranos, you like Goodfellas, Godfather, things of that nature, this picks up right after the Batman with Robert Pattinson. And regardless of what you think about the movie, if you did like Colin Farrell as Penguin in that movie, you are getting that times 100. Now, this does not have Batman in it, and I think that's perfectly fine. I don't think it's really necessary that Batman's even floating around the background. Doesn't mean that they won't do some Easter eggs at some point, but like so far, this is so well done and so well written that we're focused on Penguin and his new assistant Victor as they basically go through the underworld after the events of Batman. So if you're worried if you need to see the movie, it helps, but you don't need to. They recap the movie in like a news segment in like less than 5 minutes. And then you're right into the meat of the story, this is about an hour-long episode. And the acting is top notch. It's funny at times, and it's got a nice identity to it. Like if you're afraid like this is going to be more of another Gotham TV show, you really don't have to worry about that. You're getting Colin Farrell top notch. So if you're a fan of him, he nails this one. And I'm going to drop the same joke I've said before. He's the bullseye that we needed right here with this show. He's a great Penguin, does a great job with it. He's got the limp. All we're missing is like the monocle and the top hat. And I almost wonder if eventually we'll get that. If we don't, it's not a problem. There's some minor like little nitpicks about the show. I have some of it's like incorporating a pop soundtrack into it a little bit. There's a couple songs, you'll hear them, you'll be like, most people won't have a problem with that. I felt like you're trying to bring this too much into our world. This is supposed to be a different world. So let it kind of be its own. You don't need pop songs in a fucking Batman show. Just my opinion. And the other nitpick is they did name him Oswald Cobb. I do feel like you need the Cobblepot in there because it feels like you're just kind of taking away part of his identity for like no reason. Is it a big deal? Not really, because most of the people call him Oz for short anyway. There were headlines and things going around social media during the week saying, oh, he's just called Oz Cobb. No, his full name is Oswald. He's just nicknamed Oz. And eventually we're going to get to the point where he's like, you will call me fucking Penguin. And that is really what we're ultimately getting to as he rises to a more bigger power of the underworld. And in the comic books and in all the other movies, he's always been one of the tippy tops of the underworld. He's a criminal mastermind. He's not a fighter. And this is a very good show so far. My big concern is I hope they stick the landing because it can start off great with a great first episode. The next couple of episodes could be a bit mid. They could be good. They could be bad. But if you don't hit that landing after a great first episode like this, what the hell are you doing? So I'm very eager to see how well this develops. A lot of people are digging this show by comparison to, say, Agatha. And, there's not too many drawbacks on this. Of course, there's going to be nitpicks for everybody, and that's totally cool. But I'm pretty down for this show, and it's really fun. It's got this nice sassiness to it, and I totally appreciate it. So I highly recommend checking out Penguin, everybody.
What I'm wondering, so there was a William Cobb in the more recent, like the New 52 Batman comics, who was called Talon, who was an enforcer for the Court of Owls. I wonder if they're going to do anything with that.
God, I hope not Court of Owls, but it's rumored they're going to be doing some Court of Owls in the Batman sequel that they're about to start on. So there might be a little bit to that. I don't know for sure, though. That's just rumors. I don't got it. If they're going to do Court of Owls again in a live action form, they actually need to fucking do it right, because quite frankly, they've done that story a few times and they've failed every time in every show they've tried to do it in. Now you're going to be on the big screen in a movie form. You can't fuck it up on that level.
They turned the Court of Owls into Eyes Wide Shut on Harley Quinn.
Oh my
Oh,
god!
that's right. I forgot you told me
Oh my
that.
god, that's brilliant.
and
You said
Gordon
Bane shows up and does something, right?
That is fucking brilliant.
Bane gets stuck
Oh god.
away from them, but another dominatrix thinks that he's her partner because of the mask he's wearing. She's like, "Oh, hey, the address is over here," and he's like, "What? Okay, I don't know you, but sure." But no, Gordon gets undercover looking for whatever the Court of Owls is up to, but his glasses get broken underneath his mask, and so he's like trying to see and go through everything, and he's like not seeing like fuck piles here, fuck piles there.
God.
Everything's squishy and wet, and finally he
Ew.
gets his glasses on. He's like, oh, like it's several different directions.
Jesus.
Oh god.
But yeah, they turned it into Eyes Wide Shut, and you're just kind of like, I don't want to see this. No, it's so weird.
Oh my god. I could not make it through Harley Quinn, unfortunately, or fortunately for me. I could not get out of the first season for the life of me. So
I'm still trying to finish Kite Man, which is better than the third and fourth season of Harley Quinn.
okay.
So, and I mean that as a compliment, not as a down. The
Okay.
third and fourth season of Harley's a downgrade, but that's not what we're talking about.
No, we are not. But since it is Batman Day, I am going to do something that I'll probably have to clip out after this live stream, because I'm sure we're going to get dinged on a couple things I'm about to show us. But that being said, there is a brand new trailer that came out today for Batman Ninja versus Yakuza League.
Oh yeah, I've seen some stills from this.
Yeah,
A new Batman Ninja movie?
Yep.
Yep.
Cool.
I keep it a little on the low side, though.
My keys.
Did you guys like the first Batman Ninja?
I didn't see it.
No,
Oh,
neither
okay.
did I.
I got it. I enjoyed it. Great designs.
They did the new 52 Red Robin design.
Huh.
Okay.
Nightwing doesn't look bad.
Oh, is that Dick?
Yep, that's Dick.
Oh, nice. It's all.
Who doesn't like that?
Oh shit.
Oh, they even got
Oh.
Jason in there.
Good Pennyworth.
Mm-hmm.
Gordo.
Good too.
Interesting.
Yeah. I thought that'd be fun to watch with you guys. I didn't actually watch it all the way. Like the first time I watched it, I watched like 3 seconds. And I'm like, you know what? I'm putting that on the live stream tonight. Screw it.
Wonder which Green Lantern they were doing. Almost looked
That
like
looked like-
Jessica Cruz.
I
Yeah.
think so.
Or they'll call her Jessica.
She was the one I think on. Oh God, what was it? Not Gods and Monsters. Maybe it was Gods and Monsters.
I didn't think they had a Green Lantern on there. She was in Return of the Fatal Five. Because that was the one where they got Conroy and Susan Eisenberg, George Newbern, all of them back to voice their Justice League characters, and it was done in that same animation style.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
And they actually did bring up the fact that Jessica has some really serious anxiety.
Oh, so that's a thing for her.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
a big thing for her.
Why'd they give her a ring then?
Well, originally she had the power ring from Earth 3.
Oh.
And she fought it off.
Hmm.
Which is what made a Green Lantern ring go to her.
Oh,
I
okay.
only remember a little bit of her, so.
There are too goddamn many Earth Green Lanterns in the books now.
Dude, tell me about it.
There's like, what, 10 of them now?
I think so.
Maybe it was the Lego Flash movie. They go to Atlantis for something, and she's the lantern that's with them, and she fucks up everything like at every turn
I
because
know.
of her anxiety.
I think there's 7.
Certainly
Lanterns?
feels like there's more than that.
Not including Alan Scott.
Oh.
Well, he wasn't really part of the core anyways.
No, he was completely different.
Mhm.
He was magic.
Yep, the Starheart.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, I know some stuff.
Well, that concludes Happy Batman Day, everybody.
Get your star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, yeah. I didn't watch any Batman today. I didn't.
Didn't Adam West get a star on that Hollywood Walk of Fame?
I'd be surprised if he didn't.
Yeah.
I think he did.
I want to say so because LA really loved him.
Oh, he
Yeah, they
fucking
did.
deserved it.
Yeah, he did. Good goddamn actor.
He banged
Great.
everybody.
Well, that being said, we can shift on over to a little more on the horror news because we got a few things I can. Oh, wait, before I do. Every day is Batman Day.
That's true.
No
You just have
lives
to have
protected.
darkness in your heart.
So there is a fun little horror movie on the way. It's a little indie film. We were just kind of talking about indie studios rising. I want to give a special shout out to Film Threat on Friday for having a great interview with the directors, Chris and Jessica. And they gave me permission. I would like to show you Night of the Harvest, the trailer. So we are going to be doing that very shortly here. A year after surviving a brutal attack, Madison is still grappling with the trauma of that night. Seeking a sense of normalcy, she reluctantly agrees to join her sister Audrey and her friends at a Halloween bash, hoping for a night of fun and distraction. But the festive atmosphere quickly turns deadly when a masked killer begins to hunt them down one by one. Yes, please! Madison must confront her deepest fears and uncover the sinister secrets that bind her to this horror. Night of the Harvest is a spine-chilling thriller where masks and costumes aren't just for fun, they're part of a terrifying ritual. Halloween Season of the Three Witch reference, I hope. And prepare for a journey into the heart of fear where every shadow hides an unknown threat and each twist reveals the mysteries behind the harvest. So we're about to watch this trailer, but they got some fun stills. Highly recommend going to nightoftheharvest.com. We will put a link down in the description below so you can check them out. They got some fun articles that are linked to like IGN, Rue Morgue, Horror Society, all the way down the line. They got a little countdown for all their links to when you can actually order and then being able to watch. You can kind of click around, see what works for you on demand. But that being said, where is the trailer? Right there. Let's go. Oh, dear God damn it. Sign in.
Are you a robot? No. Maybe.
Now, 1 second, guys. Jeez.
I knew he was a robot. Fuck.
I had that working earlier when I was doing testing. Fuckers.
That's just something a robot would say.
That's what your mom would say.
Shots fired.
Not my mom.
Gosh, damn it. Okay. Present. Share screen. Night of the Harvest official trailer. Turning volume up.
That wasn't boring at all.
It was definitely less boring than usual.
I just really want to keep seeing it.
You'll see it, you know. I promise you, after this weekend, he'll be just fine. Someone tried to kill her. I want her to come tonight with us.
We have to hit up at least 2 parties tonight, maybe an extreme haunt too.
Today is mine and Audrey's 6-month anniversary, so I'm thinking about doing something a little crazy.
Some people say that Halloween is about disguising yourself. So when the spirits come over from their side to ours, we're safe.
That's not what Halloween was originally for.
William, run! Run, man, run! Get out of here!
Oh my God!
Mask kind of looks like the Scarecrow from the Arkham games.
Yeah.
Stay safe tonight.
I gotta admit, that looked pretty dope to me. I love the design on the mask, especially.
Yeah.
And then when they finally got into like the meat and potatoes of the trailer in the second half, that was pretty rad to see like actual action on the outfit. And we got some Scream Queens in there. There's some potential for this one. I'm pretty excited.
And it's a slasher movie on Halloween. You can't lose there.
No. And I like using like the Scarecrow idea. And you mentioned the Scarecrow design from the Batman Arkham games. And hey, if they're not going to put a real Batman Scarecrow out there, I want these guys to design it for us.
Somebody, shit.
Yeah. But that is coming out here, and that's going to be in a couple weeks, I believe. Let's double check on the pre-orders here. Pre-order looks.
Now, is it going to be a real Scarecrow? Because I have a thing with like real scarecrows coming to life and killing people.
Yeah, I know. We were just watching, Friday the 13th. Looks like in about 2 hours, 11 days, those links will go live. So we'll get a better date at that point. So
the series, just so everyone knows, like, what is he talking about? Scarecrows and Friday. Anyway, there was a killer Scarecrow, and I liked it.
Well, there's a few of them. There's also Dark Knight of the Scarecrow. There's also
The Messengers too.
There's actually the Scarecrow movie. There's 2 of those Dark Knight of the Scarecrow. Friday the 13th had that Scarecrow episode. There's another one I'm forgetting. Oh, The Barn. That's another independent series. Barn 1 and Barn 2.
Oh,
and they're catching that. Oh, we got Critter Inc. Films to shout out, guys. We're looking forward to it. So, oh, hey, I wasn't wrong.
Nice.
Hey, thanks, guys, for tuning in for us.
Yeah,
absolutely. I can't wait to see this fucking movie. So.
A movie with a great kill count. And anytime someone says to someone else, "It'll be good for you," trust me. Like that
famous last words.
Yeah, that catharsis means you're gonna die. Like
I love that. Hey, no problem, guys. So that being said, any other thoughts on the trailer, or are you guys gonna check it out with me?
Oh, I'm definitely gonna check that out.
Yeah, I'll be checking that out. That looks like it's something in my. I was gonna say that's our wheelhouse for sure.
Oh, totally.
Nightoftheharvest.com. So bookmark that. It's going to be linked down below once we finish the stream. So absolutely check that out. I just wish I could have signed in to confirm you're not a bot. Yeah, I'm a total bot. But
I'll say.
In other horror news, we got
But-
some other things that we did not catch up on last week, however. Kevin and I were just kind of rolling along and just kind of hit it, but there was some Salem's Lot news.
Oh, that's right.
Yes, they got a trailer, teaser trailer coming out for that one as well. So you're about to get a couple trailers from us. There's this, and then we'll end the stream on one for a Netflix show that they just released something today. So that's fun to check out for anybody who likes their TV shows on Netflix, especially when it refers to games out of Korea. You catch my drift, you know what I'm talking about in a minute. But that being said, this is going to be debuting on October 3rd. We got another adaptation of Stephen King's Salem Lot. Kevin, do you have any favorite Salem's Lot memories, or you like any of that?
So I grew up until about 3rd, 4th grade, hearing how I couldn't see Salem's Lot. I couldn't rent Salem's Lot from the video store because that movie scared the shit out of my dad so bad in the 70s. Scared him. Couldn't sleep. Saw it when I was 12 and I was bored as shit. Really, it was like, it did not do to me what it did to my dad. I watched the remake in 2004 with Rob Lowe, and I liked it so much more. Like the acting, with the exception of Rutger Hauer, was so much better. I thought like they did a better job telling the story from the book.
Okay.
But everyone said Rutger Hauer sucked as the vampire, as Barlow, and he really did on a level of comparison. But like Donald Sutherland played his caretaker and was so creepy.
Oh, that's right.
And so weird that like he just took that evilness for both characters. Like, okay.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited to see how this one's going to go. If there's going to be less restrictions on this than there were in the last movie, because again, no Salem's Lot picture has been made for the TV or made for the screen, with the exception, I think, of Return to Salem's Lot. Like they've all been made for TV.
Yeah. And, Stephen King gets into it a little bit in this article too. Like Stephen King had tweeted praise for the film. He wrote earlier this year, "I've seen the new Salem's Lot and it's quite good. Old school horror filmmaking, slow build, big payoff. Not sure why WB is holding it back. Not like it's embarrassing or anything. The only thing I'd say to you, Mr. King, and I don't care if this is respectful or not, this is a horror movie that should come out during horror movie season.
Mm-hmm.
You want this to come out, like if this was back in January, February, I actually don't honestly know. But if this was like earlier this year, like between January and March, horror movies that come out there die. They do not do well at all.
Yeah.
Period. Like they've done this for years. Like you really want if you really think it's that good and you're not sure why they're holding back on it, what do you want them to do? Put it in the dead of winter? Or do you want to have them put it in the middle of blockbuster season and it gets lost in slush? Now, granted, this year has been kind of lacking in blockbusters outside of, say, Deadpool and Wolverine. That being said, this is perfect for this time of year. And this is going to, it's going to appear on Max. So this is going straight to Max streaming service. And that means I'm sure as hell going to watch this thing. And, and from what I'm seeing, we got some decent cast here. You got Louis Pullman, you got Mackenzie Lee, Alfred Woodard, Bill Camp, John Hincke, Nicholas Cravetti, Jordan Carter, William Sadler. Like,
oh
dude,
shit,
William fucking Sadler. Like, yo, this should be good. Now, I haven't actually watched this yet, so I'm watching this. Kevin, have you checked out the trailer yet either?
No, not yet.
Chad, have you got
No.
any opinions before we hit this trailer? Or
I couldn't get into the book when I read it. The first movie, I was bored to tears, and I never bothered with the remake.
yeah, okay. I've seen them both. I like the remake a little bit better anyway, just in general. But and I'm not usually a remake guy, but when they're done good, they're done good. So. Oh, god damn, we're doing
Oh
this.
my god.
Boy, the browser's just not liking you tonight.
God, I had this taking. All right. We'll do this just like I did the last time. All right, YouTube. Next time I'm just going to open up fucking tabs for this stuff. Jesus. It doesn't have to be this difficult. Salem's Lot. Here we go.
Modern technology. Can't live with it, and you can't drop kick it out the nearest window.
Chaka Khan.
Chaka Khan.
Sorry, I was watching Undercover Brother again. I like what I like.
Make no apologies, my friend.
All right. Thank you, everybody, for sitting tight with me. We're high tech up in here. I'm gonna turn the volume down just a tick, though. And we got closed captions on, so we can enjoy it that way.
Damn.
So that'll be next week.
Huh.
Shit.
Yeah.
Wow, that looked really good.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie.
But I do recommend the Rob Lowe version. Like it's fun.
Yeah, like I said, I think I like that more than the original anyway.
Yeah, they treat it more kind of like a virus movie in a way. Like
Yeah.
it's still very much a vampire movie, but you slowly start to see the town dwindle away as if everyone's got a virus. And it was neat.
Oh yeah. Okay. Well, if you guys are digging the vampire aspects, there is something else we can throw up here. So if you want to cry about something, I'll give you something to cry about. Devil May Cry on Netflix.
Oh God.
The official teaser trailer. They're coming out with the anime. So
really,
yep. I was today this old when I saw the trailer drop for this. So
jeez, I didn't even know they were making this.
I didn't either. You know, I thought I had heard about this a while ago, but I completely missed out on it. And you know, I think this was started back in 2021-ish. And I know like Johnny Young Bosch is voicing Dante in this. So I remember there was an anime like back in like 2008, 2007. Somebody correct me if you remember. But you know, I kind of liked that back then, but this is a brand new one, and I'm pretty excited to check this out. Chad, you ever play these games? You kind of interested in this? How you feeling?
I've never played those. I played the Bayonetta games. They were made by the same company, but I never actually played Devil May Cry.
Okay. Kevin?
I played the first two, I think.
Yeah, I played first two. I never played the third one.
I liked games like this and Onimusha.
Onimusha. Ooh.
Where you're basically collecting red orbs to power up.
Yeah. God of War.
Yeah, but I don't think I made it past the third one of this.
Yeah.
Definitely not the fourth.
Right.
But they were fun. I liked it for what it was.
Yeah. Yeah, I like the first two. I never really got around to the third one. And I know there's more than that. We're up to like Devil May Cry 5 at this point. Yeah. But you know, I like the games and I like the original anime from 2007 and 8ish. And so let's check out, see what they got going here.
Why is Usagi Yojimbo in it?
There you go, Kevin.
Like, is he just got to be like in every anime now? Like, oh shit.
He wasn't content just with crossing over with the Ninja Turtles, I guess.
No kidding. All right, and keeping along with the Netflix train, unless you had another thought there, Kevin?
No.
You look like you're about to say something. I don't want to cut you off, so.
Something was getting made, but I honestly lost the thought, so.
Right on.
It doesn't matter.
Get Kevin some coffee.
I got 3 kids, a dog, and a video game addiction. Like, I get no sleep.
Oh, yeah. Well, if you want to fight sleep, we got something for you. Because if I need to clip stuff out, I'm going to clip it out right together. That means one more trailer, everybody. And let me find my Twitter.
Your tweeter.
Squid Game Season 2.
Oh, shit.
Officially announced for December 26th. And this fun little teaser trailer, I'm probably going to have to clip this out too because Netflix likes to be like that. But you know what? If you're tuning in live and you want to catch this, this is where you're going to see it. And you might get clips later where I have to like alter the video a little bit. So you can still see what we're talking about, but live streams might end up being clipped because it's stuff like this. That being said,
OSHA?
yep.
게임 준비가 완료됐습니다.
He's back.
Now,
otherwise, it goes on loop.
The first season was supposed to be really good, wasn't it?
First season is really good.
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
Yeah, the big concern is like we really don't need a second season, but season 1 ends kind of insinuating there's more to the story and going on.
Oh.
So it kind of leaves it open enough to where they didn't have to do another one. And that was already now, 3 years ago when that came out? 2? So they've taken their time. They've gotten around to doing a season 2 because it did so well for Netflix at that time that, I'm pretty excited to check this out myself. I know some people feel like it's a bit of a cash grab, but I don't feel that way with this. Now, the story's got to be good. It's got to be interesting. And it's got to take what season 1 did and do something fresh, but grander. So they kind of have to evolve this show. Chad, have you seen season 1 or?
I haven't seen any of it. My spouse saw it, thought it was really damn good.
Yeah.
So I'm probably going to have to check it out now.
Yeah, the other show that I'm looking forward to is probably not coming out till next year, but it's Alice in Borderland. 2 seasons of that I feel are actually better than Squid Game, but I also consider that a good companion show. It's like you can kind of pair the two up. Like you watch Squid Game season 1, I'd recommend, then watch Alice in Borderland seasons 1 and then 2. And by the time you're done watching that, you're going to be ready for both of those to come back because they kind of accentuate each other. It's like Pepsi and Coke, but they're not Pepsi and Coke. They're not so competitive with each other that you can't like both because they both present stories in a different way. Alice in Borderland is a Japanese TV show and Squid Games is a Korean show. And they don't even touch the same topics. And they don't even cross over. One is not a game, another is a game. And it's different worlds, and then one's in reality, one's not in reality, and then you find out what's really going on. So there's enough cerebralness to both shows that you'll feel like they're similar, but paired up together, they're a great combo. So I'm really looking forward more to Alice in Borderland season 3 because there's only one card left in the deck, and it's the Joker card. So anybody who's seen that show, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Well,
I think we have our homework, Kev.
Right? That sounds fun.
I do recommend you guys check out one of those. If you like one of them, you'll like the other one. So, but if you got the time, it's a good, you don't have to binge those shows. You can spread out watching those here and there. Well, if one got canceled, Kevin, we'd be covering it on our podcast.
That's true. That's true. Just for the fun of it anyway.
Yep. And, in the last bit of news, and we're sorry our buddy Justin couldn't make it tonight. That's totally cool. You still have your open invitation anytime you care to join us. That is always okay. But for Justin, I was saving this for you, and this is going to be a great way to end the stream. There is some Terrifier news. Terrifier 4 is officially in planning. Damien Leone, he is confirmed that Art the Clown will be returning for more carnage. And this is based on some initial feedback on the Terrifier 3 premiere. Apparently, it's going very well. It's far ghastlier, gnarlier than the last one. And people are totally digging the uber violence and the craziness, and the lore is going forward. So we're getting a modern day slasher horror franchise. You know, Hatchet went 4 movies. This is going apparently 4. Now, I'm not counting All Hallows Eve, his first appearance. He was just kind of a bit part of that movie as a larger whole. But Terrifier 1, Terrifier 2, 3, and 4. Hey, if we hit 5, let's go for the franchise here. So I'm excited to check this out, and it's going to be bloody and gory. So nothing was yet confirmed, but he seemed to, yes, there will be a Terrifier 4, everybody.
Very
and
good.
If you're interested, Fangoria, the magazine, has got Art the Clown as their cover model. He's so stylish.
Good God.
Yeah, so this is coming out October 11th, I believe. And so I'm still trying to figure out when I might be able to get to go see it. Probably be the following week when I can sneak out at night and go check it out. So I'll be flying solo to go check it out. My wife is not interested in these kind of movies, and that is totally cool. There was one other thing, and I know you guys are both kind of interested in this. It was the Nosferatu poster.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh. Oh, I still have the link. So official poster art for Nosferatu from director Robert Eggers give us a new look at Count Orlok. Now, that's just a little clip. I'm going to actually scroll down and get to it here.
Cool.
Nice.
Yeah, that's probably going to be the last movie of the year that I'm really excited to see.
Willem Dafoe, Emma, Aaron Tyler Johnson, Lily Rose Depp, Nicholas Hoult, and Bill Skarsgård. Bill, you finally got a better agent, I see.
I don't know. I mean, it's got Nicholas Hoult in it. I mean, you really can't go wrong there much.
I like Nick. I still need to see that vampire one he did with Nick Cage.
Renfield?
Oh, Renfield.
Yeah,
Renfield
I still
is
need to
delightful. It's fucking delightful. It's
now, as far as that goes, is that actually a horror movie or is that like a horror comedy movie? Because I remember the trailers made it seem like it's a goofy fucking movie. So
it is. It's a horror comedy.
Okay.
Like they very much bring it into the modern times of their relationship as a toxic relationship.
Yeah. Okay.
And like the whole shtick to the trailer is he's going to a group to get out of group therapy to get out of the toxic relationship. And everyone's like commenting like, oh, if you don't help him, he can't rise to full power. Yeah, that's right. He can't. Oh, and so it's like he's figuring out that Dracula is like this major gaslighter. You're like, oh my God.
Nick Cage. Oh my God.
Meanwhile, Nick Cage is, yes, the scary Dracula demon type figure that you would imagine him to be. But the rest of the movie is just so fucking ridiculous. It's fucking funny.
Okay. Chad, had you seen that one then too?
It's on my list. I see it pop up on Prime whenever I log in. I need to watch that.
Oh, is that one on Prime then?
Yeah. At least it was last time I checked.
Okay. I'm going to write that down here. I got movies that are adding up that, come October, I'm going to want to get through a few of these.
Yeah.
It's a trip. It's a trip. But it's fucking funny. And the special effects are top notch.
Because I'd wanted to see that one, and I'd wanted to see Last Voyage of the Demeter.
Yeah, I still need to see that one too.
That I did not see.
I think Justin, somebody we know saw Last Voyage of the Demeter and said it was pretty good.
Was that Rob?
That might have been Rob.
I can't remember. I do know somebody told us that. Yeah.
Okay.
It was either Rob or Fodes, one of the two.
I don't think it was Fodes. Yeah, we'll figure it out eventually. Any of our keen-eyed followers will let us know in social media or in a comment down below.
The first comments will be like, "Who cares? Nobody gives a shit."
Watch it yourselves, damn it.
Yeah, watch it yourselves. All right. Well, before we say goodbye, Chad, where can people find you at?
I'm on Instagram, Threads, and Blue Sky. It's at Mr. Peterman, all spelled out.
And Kevin, where can people find you at?
I'm usually sitting right here. Don't like to do much. Not
Come on, hype it up. Let's fucking go. Quit being yourself. Quit being an asshole.
You can find us here several times out of the week. We're here every other Wednesday on a show called NTV, where we discuss canceled TV shows that were canceled long before their time. Every Tuesday, we're here on 0 Point Reviews, talking about movies that have been reviewed several times over. There's no point to us reviewing them, but we're going to review it anyway. And of course,
that's the whole point.
That's true. Every Saturday night at 9, we'll be here for Deadwire Live, as we just are now.
Yep. And hey, thank you everybody for tuning in. Did we miss any headlines you want us to catch? Hey, you got any thoughts about any of the headlines we did cover? Any trailers you caught your interest? Hey, put the comment down below, hit the little like button. And when you subscribe, hit that little bell notification so you can stay tuned to all of our video content. And as a reminder to everybody, we have been officially monetized by YouTube. If you care to join us, you want to help us out, figure out our membership tiers, because we are going to look into doing that. We're going to provide some exclusive content that way. But, we want to know what you want more of us from and what you want more out of us. That's going to cost you, but, we're not going to price these things like idiots. So we do want to know what you want. If you want to help us out along the way and just tell us what you want more of, hey, we're totally down to work with you and see if we can get you along for a little bit more of the ride with us. So thank you everybody for tuning in. We want to wish everybody a great night. Happy Saturday. Happy Batman Day, everybody. And we'll see you on the next one.
It's a bit more than I could bear.
Shut up, bitches!
Bitches.